Do you ever feel like you don't have time for anything, even to learn English? You have all these responsibilities, a job, school, maybe both, and so many other things to worry about. Trust me, I know this feeling. I work a job for almost 12 hours every single day, and I know how it feels. Sometimes you are tired, dismotivated, but deep down, you want to change your life and you know English can help you get there. So in this video, I want to show you how you can make sure you're making progress and improving your English skills with just 1 hour a day. Because we think a lot of volume, if you study a lot of hours, we can improve faster. But that is not necessarily always true. What matters the most is the amount of hours that you focus, that you have completely focused on the task that you have to complete. I know many people that study 4, 5, 6 hours a day, but between those sessions, they get distracted. They don't focus fully on what they have to do. And I know people that study 1 hour or even 30 minutes, but they fully focus on the task that they have to do and they complete without any distraction. And that is the most important thing. And if you follow this routine and all the things that I'm gonna say here, you will be able to do this and outperform everyone that study 5 hours a day but get distracted. I remember when I was working 12 hours a day, I always thought that I didn't have time. But I'm gonna pick up my microphone because I don't know why I feel better when I hold it. So I remember when I was working 12 hours a day, I always thought that I didn't have time. And I would wake up and get ready for work. Go to work, come back really tired. And the only thing I wanted to do was relax and then go to sleep. I remember one day I got off the bus after work because I had to take the bus every single day. And it was pouring rain, and I had to walk a little bit to get to my house. I was so mad, Imagine that day I had worked 12 hours and then I had to run in the rain with my phone, clothes and everything. I was really mad. Then I got home, took a shower, and I was so angry that I told myself, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna eat and go to sleep. So while I was boiling something on the stove, I fell asleep. And guess what? I burned everything. I woke up to smoke and it was a mess. It was a mess. And it made me even more mad. And I ended up not sleeping well that night because of it. The reason why I told this story is because most people are like this. You work or study all day and then you come back home really tired, don't want to do anything, just numb yourself with food, Netflix, YouTube, and your phone so you can fall asleep and begin the cycle again. It was only when I was introduced to a method called Eat the Frog that everything changed for me. It's simple. If you had a delicious plate of your favorite food and a live frog in both of your hands right now, and you were really hungry, and you had to choose which to eat first, which one would you choose? The obvious answer would be the frog first, because even though it would be disgusting, your stomach would be empty, and then you could have your favorite food to take the taste of the frog out of your mouth. Imagine if you eat your favorite food first, then you would be full and it would be even harder to eat the frog. And you would have to endure the taste afterwards. And that's what most people get wrong. And you're probably doing the same thing because most people are. The thing that means the most to you, something that can change your life, like English, and requires a lot of mental energy, you're saving for last when you don't have any energy left after, everything that you have to go through during the day. Imagine if you ask yourself these questions. What do I hate the most about studying English? Maybe it's speaking, maybe it's writing. Can I wake up earlier? Or am I just making excuses? Now, imagine if you did what you hate and think is boring first thing in the morning. You would be ahead of most people. When you wake up, your dopamine levels go back to normal, and that is when you get the most done. Plus, the level of satisfaction you feel afterwards, knowing you've already checked that task off your list, is one of the best feelings ever. Put all the mental energy into the things you truly believe are going to change your life, like study English or starting a business, before you get tired from the other things in your day. You will see how much of a difference this makes. That is one of the reasons why you think you don't have time. You get yourself into a loop that is almost impossible to escape. But here's how you can use that time you have effectively and take advantage of every minute. The first thing you need to do is get rid of all the distractions, your phone, people, YouTube, notifications. That time is specifically for study and getting closer to your goals. Your time is valuable and you need to use it wisely. Later in the video, I will tell you exactly how to create a system and routine. But now, after you get rid of your distractions, you will divide your time between the 4 skills: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So let's say you have 1 hour. 1 hour is not a lot of time, so you have to promise yourself that you're not gonna get up or stop until you finish everything. You can accomplish in 1 hour what most people would take a week to do it, just by focusing 100% and not getting distracted. Most people are distracted and won't even think about doing what you're doing, so be proud of yourself right now. Most people are on TikTok right now scrolling, or on YouTube Shorts, or on Instagram, so be proud of yourself, really. Speaking and writing is what most people procrastinate on, and if you don't start with them first, you might make excuses to skip them later. So it's very important that you do them first. It's very easy to just read and listen. Speaking and writing, not so much. There's a very famous test called TOEFL that I had to take one day. And because I was so lazy and afraid of practicing, I ended up not practicing the speaking and writing parts. Well, I guess you know what happened. I wasn't a very good experience after all. Also, you can read and listen even if you are busy, especially listen, because you just have to consume. So you just lay there and just watch things, or you listen to things with a headphone. Reading might take a little bit more of an effort, but still, even if you have a 10-minute break or you're doing something else, you can have headphones or picking up a book really fast. But now, let's take this to the next level and create the best 1 hour study routine and system ever that you can follow to improve your English every single day. Now, not everybody is the same, so you gotta make sure to structure a personalized routine for yourself. Even though I'm talking about 1 hour a day here, or doing something in the morning, that is just a general example because most people are like this. Maybe you work at night, maybe you have more time, or maybe you work from home. So take what I'm talking about here and adjust it for yourself. So here's the structure plan based on what I said. Writing, 15 minutes, focus on improvisation, imagination, and exercises to increase speed and accuracy. You can write short essays, journal, or describe something in detail. For example, write a quick story or paragraph about your day or a topic you enjoy. Speaking, 25 minutes. Practice improvisation and pronunciation. Record yourself speaking on different topics or speak with a language partner. You can use apps or platforms that connect you with English speakers. For example, speak on a topic for 2 minutes, then reflect on areas to improve. Reading, 10 minutes. Choose a book that interests you and focus on understanding new words and improving pronunciation. Try reading out loud if possible. For example, read a chapter or section from a book or article you are interested in and practice pronouncing difficult words. Listening, 10 minutes. Listen to a video, podcast, or any audio material, but practice active listening. Take notes, pay full attention, and focus on what is being said. For example, listening to a TED Talk or a short podcast episode. Write down key points and summarize them afterward. The reason we only focus 20 minutes on reading and listening is that you can easily incorporate this throughout the day, since they are only about consuming. You do this every single day, no procrastination, no excuses, just action in action, and you will make progress. Always adapt to your own environment and situation. Take this as an example and you will improve. I know you can do this because I believe in you. Now, maybe you're having a hard time working on your speaking skills. Maybe you are shy or afraid. So I have a full guide to improve every aspect of your speaking. You can click here next, watch it, and I see you soon.